All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's our favorite time of the week. It's the week that the time where we check in with Tim Laird, quarantined in the Libation Lab for cocktails.
Hello, Jesse and MJ. Here we are, back in the Libation Lab with a fun cocktail.
That's good, because all your other cocktails have been just so not fun.
Whatever. I'm a little surprised. It's kind of sparse there. Usually you've got a whole bunch of stuff, and it's making me think that this is going to be like a quick one.
Wait, he did 3 cocktails and a food spread for us last week, and now you're like, oh gosh, you're just phoning it in today, Tim.
No. I mean, like, it's going to be like something that's not going to be difficult for me to remember. That's what I'm getting at.
This will be easy, and it's delicious. And I was thinking, okay, here we are. We're ending summer, coming into fall. So I thought, how about a cocktail that would work for summer, fall, because it's still warm, but it's going to get cooler.
Yes.
So, and I was trying to think of a name, and I know it's spring forward, fall back. So this is going to be my fall back cocktail. How about that?
Ooh, I like that, as opposed to the fall down cocktail.
Right, that might not be so correct. So fall back with one of these, very easy. Starts out 1.5 ounces, and I measured out perfectly of your favorite bourbon, and that goes in. I've got several of my favorites I love, but 1.5 ounces of that. To that, here's where the fall comes in. A little bit of cranberry juice, about 3 ounces of cranberry juice, and then 1 ounce of lemonade. And this is basically right there. You know, we've made the sparkling lily, the oaks lily. This is kind of, if I stop there, that would be almost like a bourbon lily cocktail because of the cranberry juice and the lemonade. But I don't have any orange liqueur, but that's my base. And then it's very important, a squeeze of lemon to wake up all those ingredients. And then here is the chef's secret ingredient. You know how the chefs always have a secret ingredient? A couple of dashes of aromatic bitters. And it really makes a difference. I mean, it's just a couple of shakes, but what I love about the bitters is it actually balances out the cocktail. It doesn't make it so sweet, but it adds just a little taste element. You're going to wonder what that is. But anyway, it's the bitters. That'll do it.
Laird's secret ingredient.
Right. Now here goes a good shake, which I love. It's like a Zumba class this morning, right? We're getting ready.
By the way, I learned the hard way. Keep your finger on the top of that shaker, because over the weekend I did, and I've mopped twice now.
and never shake carbonated beverages. I don't care how strong you are, the top will go flying off. So, anyway.
Good to know.
Never make that mistake.
And then that goes into my rocks glass with ice. Oh, there it is.
So pretty.
My fall back cocktail kind of looks like fall too, right? You know, the leaves are changing. My cocktail's changing. A little yellow, pink, red.
All right, it looks good, but how does it taste, Tim?
That's the key. Let's check it out. You know what? It just tastes like the one I made before this to test it out. And you know what? It's going to taste like another too. Gosh, is that good? And the secret, bitters.
The bitters. That's good, where you've got that surprise where they can't quite put their finger on it. I like that.
Right, because I tell you, if I try to describe it, I just have that. I would never know that it's bitters that really balances out that cocktail. But it's funny, two shakes of a bitters, and it just makes it. Actually, I think it makes it more of a sophisticated cocktail.
I was going to say, if you'd stopped there before the bitters, it just sounds like something, you thought up based on what was in your fridge, and then you pull out the bitters and you're like, no, I'm a bartender.
Thank you.
and by the way, the bitters are, they actually predated cocktails, but because they were for medicinal purposes. And people, if they had an upset stomach, would always put this with club soda. Or, the bartender's trick, if you have the hiccups, you put some bitters on a lemon or a lime slice and then bite into it. Takes your hiccups away.
Didn't know that.
And
That's
by the
good
way,
to know.
I finally read the fine print on this bottle because it looks medicinal. And also, it helps with flatulence. So if you have flatulence, it says, I just got a honey in the background. No, it does. It says it. I'm telling you.
It's not rude if it says it on the label. That's what.
Yeah. I said, I'm gonna finally read the fine print what it says, and I go, wait a minute. Does that? Yes, it does.
That's
so
amazing.
So, note to self: pick up a bottle of bitters for the station.
Well, there might be a bottle in my office. Not for that purpose, but now that's what I'm going to say. It's what it's there for.
Yes, it's medicinal. All you have to say is it's medicinal.
Hilarious.
I've been using that excuse for the bottle of bourbon in my office for years. So why not? Why not the bitters too?
There you go. There you go.
Boom.
That's funny.
Tim,
That's funny.
I swear, every week now, we learn a new cocktail, but we always get a little bit of, fun little trivia that, we can share with people. I mean, this is no joke, the highlight of my week.
Mine too, by the way.
I don't know what that says about anybody else here, but there you go.
It's like a fun hobby. I can enjoy what I created. It's like a fun hobby. Cocktails are my hobby.
And
that needs to be on a shirt.
Right.
Well, Tim, thanks again. As always, we'll have this up on our YouTube page. If you're listening on the radio, you need to go because, you get these bonus things like the things about bitters, all that stuff. We'll watch it on there. And as always, like and subscribe. And as always, Tim, we will check back in with you next week for another cocktail. And I'm sorry that MJ said this wasn't sophisticated enough for her.
No, that is not what I said. Give him more bitters.
Totally. Speaking of bitter.
It sounds awful bitter.
Oh, it's so wrong.
I didn't know that.
That's pretty cool.
True story.
I like that a lot. I really like bourbon and cranberry too.
It really does go well.
Yeah. That's not something like if you said pear juice, or something. I would. But before you started putting it in stuff and sharing it with us, that's one of my favorites now. So
I remember when I was doing some cocktail seminars and of course, Brown-Forman represented vodkas too. But I'd always start out with the cocktail class. I go, yeah, vodkas are nice to mix with, but it's like a skinless, boneless breast of chicken. You need to start adding things on it like spices and juices to make it, taste like anything. But with bourbon, you're actually starting with a taste profile, vanilla, caramel, cinnamon, all that stuff. So you're really starting to build a cocktail with all those flavors.
Yep, I like it.
I have never heard vodka referred to as a boneless, skinless, tasteless chicken. I've never heard that before.
It's dead on, though. It really is. Because
oh yeah, that's why people take vodka and they put juices in it and this and that or whatever, and
add flavor.
It's a martini.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Well, I'll have you know that the Virgin Lily was in a giant pitcher at my house this weekend when my parents came to visit. So that was
excellent.
Because my mom can't drink vodka, so I had to get her wine. But we had this for dinner, and they were huge fans. So
fantastic.
Big part of the weekend.
And my mom shamed me because I used store-bought simple syrup. She was like, it's not that hard to make. And I said, look, I talked to Tim Laird this week, okay? If Tim Laird says it's okay to cut the step and just use store-bought simple syrup, then get off my back.
That's right. and you know what? The one thing about the store-bought simple syrup or, simple mint syrup, it has longer shelf life.
That's exactly
what
I told
realize
her.
That. Yeah.
It's
good.
Feel vindicated. You're going to have to get a note from Tim for your mom. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's safer.
it's safer, and they actually make it really good now. I mean, it's still that. It's delicious.
Next time she cuts corners and uses something out of a box, I'm going to call her out on it too.
Hey, that's right. Put that Bisquick away. or the cake mix.
Yeah, MJ knows.
Right?
MJ knows I'm kidding. I'm too afraid of my mom to call her out on anything.
So he's not going to say anything to her.
Oh, I was just, speaking of the cake mix in a box, when they originally came out with it, it actually had a freeze-dried egg in it. So all you did was add water,
Yeah.
and it would be the same thing. Then they found out that people didn't like that because they wanted to make their own. So then they say just add eggs,
Mhm.
and or add eggs and milk and make your batter. Then they felt like, oh, it's homemade. So
That's all it takes. And I made it
yeah.
at home, so it's
It's
homemade.
semantics. I mean, it's marketing. That's all it is.
Mhm.
That's right.
Man, all right.
That's
If we
hilarious.
keep this up much longer, I'm gonna have to go upstairs and make me one of these, and if we're gonna continue. So, but Tim, I appreciate it as always. I feel like I'm drunk on knowledge now.
Very
Wow.
good.
Farting bitters and cake mixes.
Yeah.
What if you could
use
put
not.
bitters in your cakes mix?
Yeah.
You can put bitters in whatever you want, but
By the way, drunk on knowledge. You make sure you use knowledge responsibly.
Nice. Nice. I like it. That's a hint right there.
there you go.